My name's Kristen. I'm an organizer with Camp Nenookaasi. I can't believe it's been a year. In some ways, it feels like it flew by, and in some ways, it kind of feels like it's been many years. And the past year it's been wild. I don't even know where to begin. When we decided to stay with the relatives a year ago today, it was because we were tired of seeing people go missing. We were tired of seeing eviction after eviction just to have more encampments pop up and then be evicted again without any care being provided, without enough services for the people. And we saw a need for really building strength and solidarity and for building relationships. Something that I've heard other people say and that really rings true for me is that if we want to move from survival mode into thriving, we need to create safety for people. And part of creating safety for people, especially when we're struggling with, housing crisis, opioid crisis, all these things, is just in relationship building, creating social safety, creating trust. And so Nicole had called me a year ago today and said, I'm with the people. There's no more shelters open. They want to go back to the wall. Are you down? And I said, yeah. So here we are a year later. And we've been through a lot. We've been through multiple evictions. We've been through multiple situations where women have been abducted on the street. And we have worked to intervene. We've been out late at night finding people that have gone missing. We've dealt with, unkind responses from the city, really harmful and violent responses from the city at times. And we've also had a lot of support. I think, for me, the best part has been seeing the community really rally together, seeing people from all over the city reach out to their council members and to the mayor and to people at the state and say, hey, enough is enough. What's happening isn't working and we need to do something different. And then seeing people just show up here and spend time with people. These are our neighbors. These are residents of our city, and they matter. And just like we came together as a community to fight for the Roof Depot and to shut down Smith Foundry and to hold down George Floyd Square, we're also going to hold each other down. We're going to hold people down, and that's what we're doing here. We don't throw people away.
Can you tell me what is some things that you've learned, or have you changed in any way in the past 1 year?
Man, I've learned a lot. I think I've changed probably a lot too. I've learned a lot about the practice of harm reduction. I've learned about every day practicing to align my actions with the values that I believe in. And every day is a chance for me to reflect and look at what did I do well and what could I have done better. And just to continue on that path for myself, my own integrity, and also so that I can be a person that helps create other possibilities for people and reduce suffering every day. And this has been a huge growth opportunity for me in that way. My practice of anti-racism has grown a lot. My understanding of what resources are available and are not available has shifted immensely. And I've learned a lot about where to go for different things, who to call in certain types of emergencies, which hospital is the one that's going to be most friendly to people that live outside. Those have all been huge lessons for me, learning how to bring people together that maybe normally wouldn't mix, that wouldn't necessarily agree on everything, but finding where those commonalities are that we share. And relationship building between housed and unhoused neighbors and people with language barriers and all those things. That's been a really important part. And finally, I've learned a lot about culture of Native people, both Ojibwe and Dakota and Lakota in particular. It's been an honor, a true honor of my lifetime to know some of the people that, have come before us that are elders in this community who have done amazing things in the community. And so that's been just an incredible experience for me. And I'm really humbled by it. I feel really grateful to be here.
Lastly, anything you wish to communicate to people who have not been on the journey for the last year, who are maybe just learning about the encampments through the Supreme Court ruling?
Yeah. I want people to know that, oftentimes people think, oh, people are just choosing to be outside, and it is not about that. There is a huge lack of services, and I want people to know that the people who are living outside have more in common with us than we do, with billionaires. These people have changed my life in so many ways. I've been so blessed to be trusted, and to be able to trust them right back. And I'm really grateful for that. I wish that people would, before judging, come and talk to the people that live here and hear about their experiences. Understand that if you feel unsafe in your home, imagine how you would feel living in a tent outside. Oftentimes these are people who are the most vulnerable, and I wish that we could see one another in that way, and that people would slow down and recognize the humanity of one another in that manner. And I want people to understand that evicting encampments does not reduce homelessness. It actually makes it worse, and it makes it harder for people to get their needs met. It takes a lot of work to get housing. It takes a lot of work to get into a program if that's what you're looking for. And what we really need is housing first, which means housing with wraparound services and meeting the needs of people where they're at. When people have a safe place to lay their head at night, it opens up a world of possibilities that do not exist when you don't have that. And so our work as a community is to create those opportunities. That's how we're going to solve this problem.